I'm Sam DeLong, and my speech today is going to be a tribute to LeBron James, who is ultimately one of the best guys that I've ever gotten to see, learn anything from, all that stuff. First of all, LeBron, he's arguably known as one of the best basketball players to ever play the sport. But for him, what makes him special is it's not just what he does on the court or what he does off the court. He does a lot of good for communities. He's gone through a lot himself. So just those two right there just makes it even better of how he got to where he got. In an interview done in 2018, LeBron James stated, "Giving back to the community is who I am." James 2018. That's a really big part of who LeBron is, and it's something that should never be taken for granted, that he's going and giving back to the communities around him and trying to make people better, give them better chances to succeed in the world. We need more people in the world to try to act like LeBron. His care for others is unmatched, and it's what we need more of today. There's not a lot of people getting help that they need, and LeBron tries to help every time he can. LeBron James, he didn't only change the sport forever with the legacy he left behind. He also provides unwavering support for all the communities around him and sets a good example for generations behind him. The main points of this speech is honestly, it's going to be how he changed the sport of basketball forever with his skills on the court, his support for the communities around him, and also how he leaves a great example for other people. LeBron James, he's the GOAT of basketball, the greatest of all time. He grew up living in poverty. He was raised by a single mom who had LeBron when she was 16 years old. There wasn't a whole lot of money in LeBron's family growing up. His mom was trying her best, and he always talks about how his mom was really good support and did everything she possibly could to make him succeed. But it wasn't like he was just really rich immediately kind of thing. He really had to work for where he got to. In an article published by Kenny Hoenicker of Cavs Nation, he did an interview with LeBron James, and he stated, and LeBron stated, "I use my childhood every day, knowing where I came from and the obstacles I had to get by. You know the circumstances where I come from, so I just use them." That was quoted in Hoenicker's article that was published in 2017, and that was LeBron's interview. LeBron using that as a motivation is really inspirational. Lots of people are much more fortunate than he was growing up, and he is doing better than a lot of people around that he's around, and a lot better than most people. So him using that inspiration to fuel him is a really cool thing, and shouldn't go unnoted. And that's a big part of who he is and how he got to be one of the top basketball players in the world, is using that as motivation. Secondly, LeBron James, he tries to give back to communities anytime he can. As I stated before, LeBron grew up living in poverty and had very little compared to others and others around him. That's what makes him giving back to the community so much more special, in my opinion, is because he didn't have a lot growing up. He wasn't getting help from others, but he's out there helping others, trying to make it where people don't have to live like he had to live. In an article published by Tim Reynolds, a writer for the NBA, he did an interview with LeBron James, and James stated, "Even before I got to the NBA, I knew I wanted to find a way to give back to my community," quoted in Reynolds 2023. That right there just shows kind of the guy LeBron James is and his stance on giving back to the community and what he wants to do to help others. This should never go unseen or unnoticed, because it really does show a lot about LeBron James's character and just kind of how he handles himself and wants to help others succeed. In our world today especially, we see a lot of people, at least I do, I know a lot of y'all do, see a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as us, and it hurts every time you see that, but when you have the opportunity to help, it's really awesome to help and try to do what you can. And LeBron doing that and giving back to the community is not only respected by me, but respected by a lot of other people. And it makes him that much more of a down-to-earth guy trying to help out. Next, we're going to talk about how LeBron leads by a good example and how he takes pride in leading by a good example. The way he handles himself on the court and off the court too, it shows a lot. He doesn't do anything half effort. He just goes full speed and max intensity through everything, whether it's in basketball or in life. He's doing it in basketball a lot, but he wants people to use this in their everyday life and just do everything to the best of your ability and try to do what you can, no matter what realm of life it is. In an article published by GoldBet Sports in 2024, they stated, renowned not only for his unparalleled skill on the court, but also for his ability to elevate those around him. James embodies the essence of teamwork and trust. His unwavering belief in his teammates has become a cornerstone of his legacy, setting a standard for leadership in the NBA. GoldBet Sports 2024. The way LeBron tries to lift people up around him and teach them, not be mean to them, the way he tries to get better himself every day, it's always inspirational. That's something that can be taken not just in a sport, but in work and anything. School, like anything, it can be used. So that's one of the biggest things that LeBron does, and that's something that should be taken note of, because leading by a good example and pushing the others around you to be better is something that a lot of people don't have the courage to do, but he does, and he tries to do that every time. In conclusion, LeBron serves as an excellent person in everything he does. He changed the game of basketball due to his hard work and dedication, even through his hardships that he faced. He gives back to the community and doing his part to be a good man in the society that we live in. And he also pushes others around him to be better. All of those are something that really defines who LeBron James is, because he wasn't just the way he was by doing nothing and not having a good personality and stuff. Like, he really does care for others around him. He wants others to succeed, and he, most importantly, wants himself to succeed, but he wants others to succeed more than anything. And he truly does try his best in everything he does. So I want to just honestly thank LeBron for what he taught me as a person and how he handles himself, because a lot of the stuff he does is some stuff that I want to do in my life to make me be a better person, and try to do as much as I can to be like LeBron, where he gives support to others, he works as hard as he can, max intensity, and he's also uplifting people around him. So that's one of the biggest things. So yeah, I want to thank you, LeBron, for the person you are and what you have done for others. I'm now going to open the floor to any questions about this speech. Awesome. Thank you.